Da 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 da. I'm just kidding. All right, so this is the video that I said I was going to do about the in-depth analysis, my in-depth analysis about the relationship of John Cena and Nikki Bella. Now I'm going to have to do this in a few parts because I haven't figured out how to do a video over 15 minutes. And maybe it's just because the iPad I'm using, I don't know. I still have a lot to figure out. My channel is brand new. So, like I said before in my introduction video, all I want to do, and I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of people who disagree with me, all I want to do is give you a different way of thinking about it or looking at a situation. Maybe pose some questions that you didn't think about before where you go, you know what, I didn't think about it like that. So I'm going to try to go from the beginning. Now, there will be some speculations here and there, but again, these speculations will be based off of the information that they put out, the interviews that they did, anything that you've seen on Total Bellas or Total Divas. I do understand that some of their fans are young children and they're not going to see the nuances of the relationship and they're not going to be looking at what I'm looking at. So all they're going to see is the lifestyle and the public displays of affection, and they think that is relationship goals when it comes to these celebrities. You are never to look at a celebrity as a relationship goal. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and even though John and Cena or John and Nikki are telling you, like they may be saying, "Oh, we're telling you the truth, and we're not just telling you the good thing, but the problems that we have." Well, the problem that I have is there's too many holes in your story. So that's the problem that I have. Is it a real story? And why do you feel comfortable with your fans knowing most of your fans are 12, 13, 14 with telling them a story that doesn't even make any sense and they're not even old enough to look at it like an adult would look at it. And if there is an adult that agrees with them and think, oh, poor Nikki, oh, poor John, it's because maybe they're not above manipulation. Maybe not they're not above for a Nikki Bella fan to manipulate a man to get what she wants. Maybe that's what they've done or that's what they want to do. Maybe they're not looking at it. They're looking at the glitz and glamour like these little kids is looking at. I don't know. But if there's an adult that agree with them, it don't make sense to me. Not with all the holes in their story. But, sometimes a fan is a fan and they will ignore all those little things that people that are not fans are going to bring to the questions, and they're just going to label us as haters. Well, you know what? I'm neither. I neither love them nor hate them. I can take it or leave them. They haven't added any value to my life. I watched wrestling way before John Cena and Nikki Bella came up on the scene. I can do without them. Anyway, so I'll start from the very beginning. And like I stated before, you can Google anything I'm telling you. You can Google it and you can find it. It's late. I didn't feel like pulling up no links to no videos. Google it. You'll be able to find it. So I'm going to start from the very beginning. According to them, they went out on a first date. And John told her he did not want kids and he did not want to get married. As a grown woman going on a date with a man, if you know you want those things, why are you going on a second date? Why are you, John, asking for a second date? And you know this woman does want kids or marriage? And why are you, Nicole, as a grown woman, agreeing to go on a second date? And you know this man don't. And you do. Now, the question that I have that nobody seems to be asking, I have never seen this question posed in the comments when these Access Hollywoods and all of these magazines and TV shows and TMZs are reporting on this story. No one has bothered to ask that when this man said no marriage and no kids on the first date, what was her response? That would be the next common sense question. Did she tell this man, no, I don't want kids or marriage? And if that's so, she would have been lying. Because if you've watched the show, you know that her and her sister have always wanted to get married and have kids. And they're twins. So she probably wanted to get married around the same time her sister wanted to get married. She probably wanted to have kids around the same time her kids, with Bree kids, so they can all grow up together pretty much around the same age. Right now, Bree is currently pregnant with her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law is pregnant too. This is probably what Nikki Bella has always wanted. Not just now. Oh, she just now realizing that she wants kids. No, no, no. Since the very beginning of their relationship, she's wanted kids. Since the first episode of Total Divas, she's wanted kids and to get married. It's not all of a sudden. She never gave up wanting kids. In that little few episodes that she did, she was lying. She was lying. She figured that was a part of her manipulation. Let me just leave it alone for a while and not talk about it. And just tell him I just want to be with him. Because after a few episodes, she was right back to talking about wanting kids and getting married. She never gave up on the idea of wanting kids and getting married. Okay? So we're gonna go with that. So this supposed first date, which I believe never happened. Because I believe this is a Total Divas designed relationship. So this supposed first date, when this grown woman is listening to this grown man say that he doesn't want to get married and have kids. Nicole, what was your response? If you said you did or that you didn't, you're lying. If you said, well, maybe not right now, okay, I can believe you. Then why'd you go out on the second date? And John, why did you go out on the second date? Did you say nothing? Because sometimes that's what I've seen you. You were having conversations with John and he'll pose a question. You sit there just fumbling with your head looking stupid. Looking at the man like he's stupid. Why didn't this, if you didn't say anything, why didn't this man demand an answer? That would have been a red flag to me. If I was John's buddy or his mom or his aunt or whatever, and I said, okay, well, what did she say when you told her you didn't want kids or get married? And if he would have told me, oh, she just looked at me. I'm like, John, don't that strike you as odd? If we have the same conversation and I say, okay, well, what did she say when you told her no kids and no marriage? Well, she said she's not ready to have kids and marriage right now. Well, then you didn't make a second date with her, did you? This is what common sense people, this is how they think. Common sense people think like that. We don't go, oh, well, I'm going to keep dating him. Maybe he'll change his mind. You know what that tells me? That tells me you're a liar and you're a manipulator and you didn't care nothing about what this man wanted. It was all about what you wanted. In other words, you said, I could care less that you don't want kids or marriage. That's what I want, and I'm going to continue to manipulate you and stay in this relationship so I can get you to change your mind. That's what it says to me. And that's what I don't like. That's dishonesty. So I don't know what grown person is hearing that this man told you from the first date what he didn't want it and still going to say, poor Nikki. Unless they're like you. Either they've done it or they plan on doing it. They've taken a page out of your playbook. But real grown women with integrity don't like it. So you got the supposed first date. In my opinion, it should have never been a second date. I don't think there was a first date, like I stated before. Because here's the thing. There have been rumors. I've read it in the comments. And I myself would say, why are these people calling her a homewrecker? They didn't get together until he got divorced. So I'm going to leave the video at that. That's my part 1. And it's going to be a part 2 to the video.